Hi everyone, in today's video I want to share 3 steps that you can use in formulating your own dissertation topic. So I will be drawing from my own experience as an active researcher, as a PhD holder in economics, a current supervisor to masters and PhD students. So please, for more videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. You can share how the experience of formulating a research topic was to you. Maybe 1 or 2 people might learn from your own experience. And for those who maybe who would need further guidance onto how to collect data, literature review, and other processes, I will leave my email address. We do offer consultations at a fee, so you can contact us and let us know how we can help you. Now, let's have a look at the 3 steps that can help you in formulating a successful dissertation topic. So the first step, right, is to select a research dissertation that is of interest, or from a research area that is interesting to you. And the idea here is to ensure that you are doing something that you like, as to reduce chances of dropping out when things start to become very difficult. So I will break down my guidelines into 2 categories. Firstly, we will look at how, for instance, full-time students can select dissertation topics, and then we will focus on part-time students. Usually those they have experience. So with regards to full-time students, they without experience, the best thing to do is to identify at least 5 subjects, 5 core subjects, your undergrad subjects. And from the 5 subjects, you then select one that was highly interesting to you. It was highly informative, more than any other subject. You used to love it. And in my case, I was doing a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics, and part of my core subjects, there was one that was highly interesting to me, and it was rural development. I highly resonated with the subject, and my first research topic was selected from such a subject. So after identifying the subject, you then have to go an extra mile and look at any problems associated with that niche. In my case, again, with rural development, I was trying to investigate the sharp decline in farming activities around rural areas. That's how I developed my first research topic. And now let's look at those who are working, your part-time students. How do you develop a research topic? Well, the best advice is to develop a dissertation topic that can serve as an incentive for you to get a promotion. In other words, you will have to understand the problems that your firm is trying to solve. Try to come up with a topic that can maybe save money for the company you're working for. Maybe the topic might win or attract clients for the company. And in my case, when I was working as a junior economist, there was an econometric model that we used to outsource. So the department was paying hundreds of thousands for consultations. And Because I wanted a promotion, what I did, I went on YouTube and I checked the model, all to find out the information is all there. So I started learning about the model, and then I applied for my PhD, and I ensured that I use that model so that when I get the time to apply for a promotion, I can motivate that I've managed to save X amount of money for the department. So that is critical and crucial for those who are working. Now let's focus on the second step. The second step is to ensure that the research topic is feasible, right? So it has to be achievable based on the time you have. If you are doing a postgraduate diploma, you have less than 12 months to finish. If you are doing your master's, most institutions in South Africa will give you 2 years, PhD 3 years. So now you need to ensure that you do not formulate a dissertation topic that will require you 3 years, 4 years to complete, right? So it has to be feasible in terms of time, and it has to be feasible in terms of affordability. Will you afford to complete and do the study? In other words, there are questions that you will have to ask yourself when formulating a dissertation topic, like, do you have the skills to conduct data analysis? Do you have the skills to run statistical softwares? Do you have the skills to interpret data? And if you don't, then it means you will have to pay. My advice, look for if you don't have the funds, you can approach final year students that are doing statistics or postgraduate students specializing in statistics. They can help you with data analysis at less prices. But the downside is that they might not be specialists with respect to the entire processes of research. That is why if you do have the funds, make sure you do pay for consultations like a research expert, because you are going to get more from a research expert, not only statistical skills, but you will get more in terms of the entire process. It will be explained to you, and you will have assistance in other aspects of your dissertation. Now, let's look at the third step. The third step is important, and it answers maybe some of the questions that you might have. And one of those questions would be like, Temba, but I don't even understand what the topic will require me to do. But if you follow the third step, you will then be able to see, no man, I won't be able to afford doing this. I need help. So let's go straight to step 3. So the third step is the last and the most important step, and it will not only help you in formulating a dissertation topic, but it will also help you in ensuring that the entire research process is smooth. You will come up with a good literature review. All the chapters will need skills developed in this step. So the last step is important so that you ensure that your topic is structured properly. And the easiest way to confirm if your study or your research topic is structured properly is by comparing it to previous research studies that have been published in the similar area of your research study. So if I can quickly show you what I've prepared here. So let's assume that a novice researcher was brainstorming these 3 topics. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you check these topics, they are not academically structured. They sound more like research questions. And that's the most common mistakes that novice researchers make when they are structuring or when they propose a research topic. It sounds like a novel or a book chapter. So we need to ensure that the topics are well structured and that they adhere to academic standards. So these are the steps that you can follow to ensure that the topic is well structured. We are going to make some search on Google, and these are the keywords that I want you to use. Factors affecting, and then you go to the topics that you were brainstorming. We only take keywords just to avoid long searches. So from this first topic, we can just take what causes road accidents of heavy vehicles. We can just take this part, road accidents of heavy vehicles. Then we insert it there. At the end, make sure you do include PDF and thesis. So let's practically do what I am suggesting. Factors affecting road accidents of heavy vehicles. Take note of the 3 words, thesis, PDF. This is very important because you are trying to tell Google to provide responses of thesis, and that's what we want. Okay, so we have a couple of theses and articles. Now, what you need to do is to download at least 5 theses or dissertation. This one is not a thesis, it's an article. The topic is, you can use it, but I highly recommend that you look for a dissertation. How will you say it? It has to indicate the name of a student, the university, and it will indicate the student is doing honors, masters, or PhD. So let's leave this one. Let's look at this one. And the thesis, another characteristic is that it usually has more than 60 pages. This one is 9 pages. So it is not a thesis or a dissertation. Let's move on. Let's look at this one. This is also ranking of factors influencing. Let me see, factors affecting. Okay, we are still on. Let's look at this one. Yeah, this one is a dissertation. So we need to take the topic. So the idea is to download, just to write the topics, at least 5. A comprehensive risk. Let's look at this. It's also okay. So a thesis submitted to the University of London. Let's look at this thesis. I can copy. Let's look at study. Look at this one. It's also an article. But to save time, you'll be doing this. You'll be looking for at least 5 dissertation topics. You just copy and paste them on Word. And then what you do, you just check which one from the 5 that you have downloaded resonate to your topic, or which is similar to your topic. Let's just look for one more. Let's check this. This is also an article. Okay. Factors, characteristics, determinants of the risks. Okay. So we are unfortunately finding more articles compared to dissertations, but I am sure you can find more than 10, such that it's time consuming. But okay, traffic accident causes, countermeasures, Adidas. So that's Ethiopia. All right, so you have your 5 and I have 3. Now let's assume that the third one resonates more to your research topic. Now what you do to avoid plagiarism, you can use the same words as the ones at the beginning, only if you will change the study area, because this one is from Addis. I think this is a capital city in Ethiopia, if I'm not mistaken. So you can then change the study area if, for instance, your focus is South Africa, the Eastern Cape, and in East London. Then you narrow the topic down to something that is more feasible to you, that is more achievable. But then you will see when you post the entire thesis on Turnitin if there are any flags of plagiarism. So yeah, those are the simple steps, and that's all for this tutorial. In our next video, I want us to focus on literature review. I want us to discuss 2 steps that can help you to formulate and develop a literature review chapter in a less time, 2 to 3 months. See you in the next video.